From the KATC Weatherland, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, another hot one across Acadiana to start our weekend. 93 the official high, 75 the morning start. Get used to that. And it only gets worse in the days ahead. We'll see low to mid 90s next couple of days, but it looks like mid to upper 90s almost guaranteed for much of next week and possibly next weekend as well. More on that in just a bit. First off, though, let's take a look at the water vapor imagery, and you can see some active storms across, we'll call it the I-20 corridor from Texas through northern Louisiana into Mississippi as well. These big thunderstorm complexes, and you see how the flow aloft is out of the west-northwest, but as these storms ride southeastward, they're bumping into a more stable atmosphere. But we're going to keep an eye on all the storms across the area. It's stormy across eastern Texas. You can see all that cloud-to-ground lightning, and as we put things in motion, you can see some severe thunderstorm warnings for eastern Texas. Not much lightning with the cells here moving across Cenla, and these cells are weakening. Getting a little bit closer, we see some strong storms by the Kirbyville area, Maryville, as we get into Texas. And then locally, we have some showers. Strong storm in Avoyles Parish. And take a quick look right here at, let's just do a little storm tracking. The possibility of some small hail with that cell in the Marksville area, perhaps the one in Allen Parish that's working southeastward. In fact, we'll take a look and see what the storm tracker is telling us right here. Generally moving to the southeast at about 20 miles an hour. Hail 0.2 inches. That's maybe large raindrops or maybe some pea-sized hail, but that's what we have going right now. Dial into Power Doppler 3 again. You can see the action by the Marksville area down through Bunkie and a cell by Morrow. Some isolated cells here just north of Ville Platte. You should see some rain and storms moving through the Highway 165 area between Oberlin and Oakdale. Oakdale seeing not as much rain as Oberlin will in the few short minutes. The rest of Acadiana pretty quiet. A few blips on the radar, a few little sprinkles into St. Martin Parish, Lafayette Parish, but not a whole lot going on. Now, there's a severe thunderstorm risk through the overnight hours per the Storm Prediction Center. We're actually hatched in Lafayette on northwestward for a slight risk of severe storms. I don't think we're going to see that higher risk back in Texas where those storms are flying right now. And again, the models continue to weaken any activity through the evening hours with another complex trying to push on through overnight tonight. So maybe a few showers through the overnight hours, but all in all, it should be a quiet night for most of Acadiana, exception being the northern parishes of the area through early this evening. Then tomorrow morning, we start out in the mid to upper 70s. We get into the low to mid 90s. That heat index right near 100. Slight chance of an isolated shower or storm at about 20% for tomorrow. Today's been about a 20% day or less. And then as we head into Monday, much the same. Rain chances no higher than about 20%. After that, ridge of high pressure will be building into the area, so it just gets plain old hot and very dry as we head into next week. Temperatures tonight, low to mid 70s. Tomorrow we'll see readings getting into the 90s. That feels like temperature right near 100. And then as we head into your Monday morning in the mid to upper 70s, and again low to mid 90s for Monday afternoon. Again, the heat indices slowly climbing, and this is what the heat index will look like tomorrow, right around 100 for most locales, maybe a few degrees hotter. Then we get into Monday. Here we go, the 105 heat index. That's when it gets downright stinking hot around here, and we got more of that. Our heat indices later next week maybe pushing closer to 108 to 110. This is the plot for tomorrow, though, for most of Acadiana, upper 90s to near 100 for a good part of the afternoon. So again, take breaks if you're doing anything outdoors. So showers and storms early, mainly northern portions of Acadiana. Elsewhere, it's going to be warm, seasonably warm overall. Partly cloudy skies, 73 the overnight low. Then for tomorrow, we'll see temperatures getting back up to about 93 or 94, typical summer heat. Heat index near 100. An isolated shower or thunderstorm possible. Most of us stay dry, but your rain chance at about 20%. As we get into the 10-day forecast, look at this. Mid-90s, only going into the upper 90s as we head into next week with a building heat wave and rain chances 10% or less after Monday. And again, those afternoon heat index values up to 110 coming up. So here comes summer, full-on summer in the days ahead. That's it for weather for now. We're going to have more coming up right after the break.